Hey guys, doing another Catholicism contradicting itself. It's on the topic of papal primacy and how it's been understood throughout history. So Vatican I says that it has always been understood by the Catholic Church that Peter, in preference to the rest of the apostles, was endowed by Christ with the true and proper primacy of jurisdiction. It says he was the prince of all the apostles and the visible head of the whole church. Later on it says, indeed it was known in every age that to this day and forever he lives and presides and exercises judgment in his successors, the bishops of the Holy Roman See. It says it has always been necessary for every church, that is to say the faithful throughout the world, to be in agreement with the Roman Church because of its more effective leadership. So the thesis of Vatican I is basically it has always been the faith of the Church that Peter received primacy over the whole Church, and that absolute primacy lives on in the Bishop of Rome. However, you can look at historical documentation that demonstrates that's simply not true. So the Third Council of Constantinople anathematizes Pope Honorius by name as a heretic. It says, to Honorius the heretic, anathema. They also write a letter to Pope Agatho, implicating him with heresy, saying they slew him with anathema, and again naming him. And the same thing can be seen in the Second Council of Nicaea and the Fourth Council of Constantinople. So the Sixth, Seventh, and Eighth Ecumenical Councils all anathematize Honorius by name. And then you have a similar situation with Pope Vigilius, who at the Second Council of Constantinople, because he's not condemning the three chapters, they strike his name from all the churches in the world and basically forbid it to be mentioned. So returning to the thesis of Vatican I, that's always been the faith of the Church, that Peter received primacy and then that primacy lives on in the Bishop of Rome. These documents demonstrate that that's simply not true. The people who wrote those documents did not believe that about the Pope. They did not have the modern Roman Catholic understanding of the papacy. If you do, you don't say to the rock of your religion, you're a heretic, anathema. And same thing with what happened to Vigilius. If you believe that this guy is the father and teacher of all Christians, you don't say, strike his name from all the churches in the world. You just don't do that. So the historical actions of these people demonstrated that the thesis of Vatican I is bogus history. All right, that's all for that one. See you guys next time.